Welcome to my playthrough of Fahrenheit, or Indigo Prophecy, as it's known here in North America. Indigo Prophecy is an interactive paranormal thriller developed by Quantic Dream, the same team behind Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. It was released on Xbox and PlayStation 2 back in 2005 and PC in 2006. I first experienced it back in 2005 on the original Xbox, and at the time I remember it was groundbreaking. The motion capture animation was impressive, the story was interesting, character development and voiceover were solid, and the gameplay elements did an incredible job tying the narrative together. It was this unique and original way to tell a story. It was fun and exciting, an interactive movie with branching storylines and outcomes based on your decisions. It had this great sense of realism and immersion that I had never quite experienced before at that time. It put Quantic Dream on the map and paved the way for interactive movie type games like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls to have a place in this medium. Hard to believe that this game is almost 10 years old, but I think it's still relevant and just as good, if not better, than a lot of games that came out this last generation. I've been wanting to upload a playthrough of this game for some time, but there's a couple things that bothered me. For one, the loading screens between chapters are very abrupt and jarring. I decided to replace them all with a black screen and give the audio and video a proper fade. It's a little time consuming, but it gives it a much better presentation and makes it feel more like a movie. I also may or may not remove a small piece of dialogue in the end. It's hard to say for sure right now just because I haven't decided how I want to end the game. I don't want to say what it is in the off chance that I might spoil it for someone, but this tiny one line of dialogue, it was supposed to feel endearing, but instead it came across very cheesy, and I just think it would be better to remove it. Removing it wouldn't ruin the integrity of the story at all. It would just make the situation or relationship feel more realistic instead of forced. This is the North American Xbox version of Indigo Prophecy, and it's being played on Xbox 360. This wasn't the platform the game was designed for, but what this does is allow me to upscale the quality. Quality is very important to me. It's also important that I stay as close to the experience the player was originally intended to have. I didn't mess with the aspect ratio or the colors. All I did was make some subtle changes to improve the presentation. I just want the viewing experience to be a little bit more enjoyable. With that said, please enjoy my playthrough of Fahrenheit, or Indigo Prophecy. Take care.
I used to be just like you. I believed in humanity, the newspapers, soap commercials, politics, and history books. And one day I knew it puts you in the pit, and you don't have any choice but to see things the way they really are.
My name is Lucas Kane. My story is the one where an ordinary guy has something extraordinary happen to him. Maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe it was my destiny or my karma or whatever. I know one thing for sure. Nothing's ever going to be the same again. It all started right here. Where else could it happen? New York, capital of the universe. The chessboard destiny chose for the last big game. I was just another pawn living my pawn's life. Until that night, when my life descended into chaos. What? What have I done? I didn't want... It was like a dream. Quick. I've got to get out of here, but before somebody comes in here. Barred up. I can't get out this way. The knife. I've got to get rid of it. I'm bleeding. I must have cut my wrist with the knife. Both of my forearms are cut, too. covered in blood. I can't go anywhere looking like this. Coffee? I never drink it. I hate it. Was I with someone? I can't remember anything at all.
Sir?
The waitress. She noticed something. I'm done for. Yes?
I think that you might have forgotten to pay your bill.
Oh, yes, of course. Excuse me. The bill for the meal. How could I forget that? Quick, before somebody finds the body.
Can I help you with something, sir?
It's horrible. In the toilets, It wasn't me. I'm innocent.
You better go and splash a little water on your face, sir. I think that would do you some real good.
I need to get out of this neighborhood before the police get here. Looks homeless. Poor guy, out in this freezing cold.
Nobody goes anywhere. A crime has just been committed. I'm going to have to ask you to stay calm and wait here for the police to arrive and check your IDs.
Dog's Diner, that's it. Why do they always wait for me to go on duty before they start killing each other in the middle of the night?
Tyler, somebody gets murdered every day in New York.
But especially when I'm on night duty. It's as if every psycho in the city has it in for me.
If you want a bitch, do it inside. That way I don't have to freeze to death listening to it.
You're the boss, Carla.
In 5 years on the force, I've seen some murders. But you never really get used to death. You just learn to live with it, that's all. I still don't know if it was fatigue, or cold, or something else. But I clearly remember the bad feeling I got when I walked into that restaurant. As if some part of me already knew that this time, something was different. How's it going, McCarthy?
Evening, Inspector. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, Martin.
So, what happened?
Homicide. I found the body in the toilets. I had to go before I went home.
Who is the victim?
His name was, John Winston. A regular here at the restaurant. Kate knew him. She could tell you more.
Do we have a suspect?
A client left just before I found the body. The guy came to talk to me. He was incoherent, was babbling about how he didn't do it or something like that.
What were you doing here? Were you on duty?
I wasn't. I just happened to be here when the murder happened. I like to come by here after work. Kate's coffee is the best in the East End.
Which table was the suspect sitting at?
Oh, he was sitting at that table over there.
Is that the waitress over there?
Yeah, Kate Morrison. I think that you should interrogate her. If you don't mind me saying, go easy on her, Inspector. She's still in a state of shock.
Thanks for your help, Martin. It's late. I think you can go home and get some sleep.
I'm gonna wait until you're finished with Kate, if you don't mind. I want to make sure she gets home okay.
Back then, we didn't know anything yet. We just thought it was cold, you know? If I had known, I probably would have stayed in bed that night, not gotten out till it was all over. That's the problem. If we knew ahead of time what was going to happen, we'd never leave the house. Man, this guy is dying proof that pissing can be bad for your health.
You look hammered, Tyler.
Yeah, this is my third night on call in a row. You know me, man. If I don't get my beauty sleep, it's Zombie City.
You should be out of here pretty soon now.
You don't know Carla. She's capable of keeping everybody up till breakfast. Man, she is by far the most stubborn girl I ever met.
It's pretty funny seeing you on the job at this hour, Tyler. What, you fall out of bed?
Yeah, don't make me laugh, Garrett. My lips are chapped. Martin says this was the guy's table. Strange. Coffee's not on the bill. Steak and fries. Looks like he barely touched his food. Man, it's freezing out there. No point in me going out if I don't have any idea where the murderer went. Carla, she's really something else. She's not always easy to get along with, but she's the best damn cop I know.
Did you find anything, Tyler?
For that, I'd have to be able to keep my eyes open.
Keep up the good work, Tyler. Kate? I'm Inspector Carla Valenti. I'm in charge of the investigation here. Would you mind answering a few questions?
No. Go ahead.
Did you know the victim well?
John was a regular. He came every Monday. He always ordered the same thing and left a nice tip.
Can you tell me anything about the customer who left just before they discovered the body?
He was just a normal guy. I didn't really pay any attention to him.
Could anyone else have come in?
No, I don't think so. You can only get in the front door. If somebody else had come in, I would have seen them.
What was the man doing before the murder happened?
He was there for a while. He was reading, I think.
Do you know whether the victim had any enemies? Anybody that might want to kill him?
John was just a nice, normal guy. I can't see why anybody would want to kill him.
Was John here alone? Did he speak with anyone?
John always came alone. We chatted a bit, the weather, his job, the usual stuff. He never talked to anybody else.
What happened before the murder? Did you notice anything unusual?
No, it was just a night like any other.
Can you tell me what you saw?
There weren't that many people tonight. It's usually pretty calm during the week. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. I didn't even see John get up. Oh my God.
You have to try to be strong, Kate. I know that this has been a shock for you, but you're the only one who can help us find the suspect.
My shift was almost over. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. John got up and went to the restroom. The man must have followed him. When he came back out, I noticed that he hadn't paid his bill. I'm careful, because that happens a lot here, people forgetting to pay their bill.
What happened next?
The man came back, he paid his bill and left. It wasn't until Martin found John's body that I realized...
Did you happen to notice anything strange about John tonight? Did he seem worried or stressed out?
No, it was just like he always is. He even made a joke when he came in.
Do you think that you would recognize the suspect?
I'll never forget that face.
Perfect. Do you think that you could come down to the station tomorrow and help us construct a likeness of the killer?
Yeah, I'll do whatever you think I can to help catch him.
Thank you very much for your help, Kate.
I hope you find the bastard who did it. People like that just don't deserve to live.
I promise you, we'll do everything in our power to find him. Go home now and try to get some sleep. Martin will make sure you get home okay.
Good night.
Hey, Garrett. Hey, Frank. How's it going?
Hey, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
So, you guys find anything?
We took some samples here and there. We're almost finished. We were just waiting for you before we took the body away.
Okay, let's take a look. Huh. Here's his fork, but where's the knife? A cup of coffee and a soft drink? That's weird. He's a caffeine addict, or else he wasn't alone. A book. The Tempest by Shakespeare. If this is his, it's a pretty weird book for a killer to be reading. Garrett, there's a book under this table. Why don't you check it out for prints?
You got it, Carla.
Traces of blood. The killer was at this table. He came back and sat down after the murder. Garrett, there are traces of blood in this booth.
Okay, I'll go take a look.
Several wounds on the left side of the chest, in the area of the heart. They appear to be knife wounds. Blood on the mop. The killer must have used it to clean up the mess. Why would he risk getting caught to do that? Why is there blood here?
Did you find anything?
Possibly. I don't understand why there would be blood here.
Maybe it belongs to the victim.
Not likely. Get Garrett to analyze it, then we'll know for sure. A table knife covered in blood. Obviously the murder weapon. Killer used his silverware to stab his victim? That would seem to indicate that the murder wasn't premeditated. Tyler, there's a knife hidden here. It might be the murder weapon. Get Garrett. Make sure he checks for prints and identifies the blood on the blade.
Okay.
Just what exactly are you doing, Tyler?
I'm checking for clues. What do you think?
Do you know if anyone has contacted the family?
Not as far as I know. Oh, right. I get it. I'll take care of it. Bizarre.
What?
Well, he still has his credit card and $100 in cash on him. I guess the killer wasn't after his money. Hey, Garrett. Carla wants you to verify 2 or 3 things. Don't worry, I wrote it all down on this paper so you wouldn't forget.
I had a feeling that Carla was gonna keep us up a little longer.
Tyler, I'm gonna take a look outside. Good evening, sir.
Whoa! Hey, babe. What can I do for you?
Cold enough for you?
Yeah, well, luckily I got this to keep me warm. You want a little splash?
Someone was killed in that restaurant tonight. Did you happen to see anything or anyone unusual?
Did I see something? I don't see nothing. I mind my own business.
Okay, I'm gonna go try to get someplace warm. Take care of yourself. The door only opens from the inside. A taxi. The murderer might have come or gone in a taxi. I'm gonna check on the destinations of taxis leaving this area. You ready to go, Tyler? I think I've seen everything I need to see.
Are you sure? We can take another look around if you want.
Nope, we're good. Let's head home.
Okay, let's bust.
Cool. Carla agrees to go. Let's get into the car before she changes her mind.